He's taken the game to a new level among academics, and we're real proud to have him in our community. So let's give a nice St. Vincent de Paul welcome to Dr. Michael.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. It's really, I'm really grateful and thankful to be able to be here with you, to share this meal with you, have a chance to spend a little bit of time together in this week where all of us, regardless of our circumstance, should be thankful. Thankful to be alive, thankful to have existed, thankful to have been able to do what we've been able to do, and thankful for what lies ahead. I'm from a family that's called a Section 8 family. My family lived in public housing. Our family lived in public housing. You guys can hear me? Yeah. When we grew up, my parents were teenagers. They ran away, eloped from the Midwest. I was their product in California. But then long about the time when I was 9 years old, my mother was 28. My dad was off the coast of Vietnam on a U.S. aircraft carrier, and she died at 28, leaving behind 4 children, no parents, nobody around. My dad was overseas. Our family was broken up. My father wasn't sure what to do. We went to an orphanage for a while. We went to relatives for a while, and everything from that moment forward was unbelievably difficult. I had a brother that had some learning disabilities. He never graduated from high school. My siblings, we were homeless for a while. We lived in every kind of circumstance imaginable. I moved 21 times before the time I graduated from high school. Constant motion, constantly moving. Went to 4 different high schools in 3 states in the 10th grade alone. And so the key to all of this, at least from my perspective, and everybody in our family looked at things differently, was to basically take each circumstance that you're given and see what you can make of it. See what you can make of it. What can you make happen? How can you take whatever your circumstance is and make something of it? So in our family, in my family, there was this rule. If you're not dead, you're alive. If you're not dead, you need to keep moving. If you're not dead, you need to find a pathway. If you're not dead, you help somebody else. And so one of the things that was really important for us growing up were other people in every neighborhood that we lived in, communities that we lived in that had no resources, communities that we lived in where people were living on the street. There was always someone that was willing to help you, always someone that was willing to give you something to eat. My brothers and I, when we lived south of San Diego in a community called Imperial Beach in San Ysidro, Chula Vista, National City, I don't know if any of you are familiar with that area over there, but it was a place where we would spend time going down to these fishermen on this pier in Imperial Beach because we didn't have any resources for breakfast, particularly when my father was gone and my mother was sick and before she died. And so these guys who had also almost nothing, they gave to us. They gave us their bread to eat, they gave us their fish to eat, they gave us other things that they had. They knew that we were just kids with no ways to figure any of these things out. And so what you learn from something like that is you learn that even if you have nothing, you still have something. You are alive. You were able to pick someone else up off the ground. You're willing to help to get somebody to come over here to have lunch. You're willing to help to get somebody to find what they need to be helpful to them. Find a way to get them some medicine, get them some treatment, get some way to help them through their issues. And these are really complicated things. Now the rest of my life moving forward then was something where I realized that no one was going to help me but me, other than the people that were picking me up along the way, that at the end of the day I was responsible for myself. And this was a really difficult thing to occur. My sibling, my brother, one step behind me, he's over 60 years old now. He has no Social Security. His living situation's pretty dynamic. My sisters and I basically give him what we have to help him to be successful, because along the way he made some hard choices. He made some bad choices along the way, but we still love him, still care about him, are still engaged with him in every possible way. And the reason I'm saying this is that you may have people that you care about and people that care about you. Let them care about you. Let them help you. The one thing with my brother that I found was that once I got him to not be prideful, to allow his siblings to be helpful to him, his life got a lot better really quickly, because he was able to set aside pride And so just a little bit about my circumstance again. So, you know, when you're 9 or 10 years old and your mother dies and you don't know where you're going to live or how you're going to live or what you're going to do or what you're going to eat or where that's going to come from, it affects your thinking. But the key, most important thing of all, is to take each day that you're alive and use it for something. I don't care if it's helping the person that you're next to. I don't care if it's helping somebody come through the door. I don't care if it's helping somebody cut their food. But some way in which you find a way to help somebody else is absolutely essential. So, and I don't know everybody's circumstance, and so it's good for us to understand that everybody gets knocked down. Everybody gets knocked down. Everybody gets flattened. Everybody. And the key is not just this cliche of just get back up. That's not the key is not about that. The key is to just keep moving. Just keep moving. Keep yourself moving forward in every possible way that you can. And so let me say something about ASU. I know that some of you would say this is crazy, but we've got ways for any of you that want to find a way to finish your education, enhance your education, do anything. If you've got the means, if you've got access to things, we can help you now. We have things that we didn't have before. Help you to finish your high school diploma, help you to get a course, help you to do this, help you to take care of something that might help you to be able to do something that you're trying to do that you lack something for. So if there's any way that we can be helpful, Steve, if there's any way that we can engage, you let us know. We've got things that can be helpful to you all. And so just reach out, raise your hand again, and help make things happen. I guess the last word that I'd say is that the key to everyone's existence, we only live for a short period of time. Did you help other people or not? Even in your circumstance, who are you helping? When you start helping other people, they'll start helping you. When they start helping each other, then more things start to happen. So it's reach out with your hand, pull people up, make things happen. So just want to say, again, it's a privilege to be here with you. It's really an honor to be here with you, and I just hope that if you need help from me or you need help from our university, you'll raise your hand and we'll find a way to be helpful. Thank you.